As Captain Phasma prepares for her mission to Bespin, she is approached by Kylo Ren and Rey.
I will be joining you on Bespin. I plan to broker a deal with the higher-up members within the Sith Eternal.
Will you be requiring an escort, Supreme Leader?
No. Nobody other than myself can know the location of this meeting.
Captain Phasma bows in compliance and returns to prepare for her invasion of Bespin with her troops. Kylo Ren then turns to Rey, who is stoically standing behind him.
I'm offering you a chance at redemption within my graces. Go to Zygeria and reinforce our ties with its ruling inhabitants. If you encounter any resistance forces there, eliminate them without hesitation.
Rey subtly bows and turns to leave and prepare for her new mission. Kylo Ren watches with a slight snarl before turning and leaving with Captain Phasma. A First Order ship ascends through the clouds of Bespin, approaching the vibrant New Cloud City. Captain Phasma and Kylo Ren are inside on the observation deck, observing the grand metropolis. Upon landing with a shuttle on a landing bay, Phasma immediately sets out with a squad to investigate the spy. Meanwhile, Kylo Ren is met by a hooded figure who leads him towards a separate, more discreet location to meet with the Sith Eternal members. Shortly after, the Millennium Falcon arrives and subtly lands in a less conspicuous area of New Cloud City. Poe Dameron, Chewbacca, and Finn, along with a few other Resistance fighters, disembark, moving cautiously throughout the city. After some time, Phasma and her squad are directed to enter a lavish office. Two older individuals, a man and a woman, look up and their faces light up with genuine happiness.
Ah, there she is. Come here, my daughter.
Oh, Phasma, darling, it's so wonderful to see you.
After quick greeting gestures, Phasma's parents quickly shift to business. Their expressions sharpen as they direct Phasma to have a seat in front of a desk.
We know why you are here, darling. Fortunately, you won't have to do too much work.
We've been tracking the spy for some time now. He's close, but he's exceedingly efficient at moving throughout the city.
Tell me what you know so far.
In a different, more secluded and opulent room, Kylo Ren sits across a table from several cloaked, ominous figures. The higher-ups of the Sith Eternal greet Kylo Ren and gesture for him to sit down. Their faces partially obscured, but presence radiate dark, ancient power. The discussion begins as Kylo Ren slightly grins. Meanwhile, Poe, Chewbacca, Finn, and the other Resistance fighters slowly make their way through the various back alleys and corridors of New Cloud City. As they move cautiously, their eyes are constantly scanning their surroundings, as to not be seen, slowly and carefully making their way towards their rendezvous point. Eventually, the Resistance team finds their target. The spy, a nervous but determined individual, is hidden in a discreet location. He immediately launches into an urgent revelation as he pulls the team into his hiding spot. The Sith Eternal are planning to merge with the First Order. They intend to take over the entire galaxy. They've amassed a substantial fleet on a planet called Exegol. Finn's eyes widen, recognizing the name from Luke's previous mentions. Do you know how to get there? The spy quickly pulls out a data card from a hidden pocket, his hand trembling slightly. I managed to steal the location of Exegol. I've been on the run, trying to contact the Resistance for help. Finn takes the data card, his expression firm. He immediately hands it to Poe, who secures it. Finn then looks back at the spy. We will help you get out of here, don't worry. Suddenly, with a deafening roar, the wall behind the spy explodes inward. Debris and smoke fill the air. The spy is instantly engulfed and killed by the blast. Everyone else is thrown to the ground. Through the settling smoke and dust, Captain Phasma, her parents, and a dozen heavily armed stormtroopers stride into the now destroyed room. Their presence is cold and menacing. Poe looks up from the ground, his eyes widening in shock as he sees Phasma and unexpectedly his parents. As the stormtroopers raise their blasters, Finn quickly gets up. With a shout of defiance, he unleashes a powerful force push, sending the stormtroopers reeling and creating a path for his comrades to escape. The resistance fighters, including Poe and Chewbacca, scramble through the opening Finn created, beginning their desperate fight. Phasma, her parents, and the remaining stormtroopers quickly recover and begin chasing them as they fire their blasters.
We will go to Security Command and monitor their movements for you. Go easy on your brother, Phasma.
Phasma gives a dismissive scuff and continues her pursuit. Back in the secluded meeting room, Kylo Ren is still engaged in discussions with the Sith Eternal members. Mid-sentence, his eyes suddenly snap wide. His head tilts, and a look of furious realization crosses his face as he senses Finn's presence on Bespin.
I apologize, but I have an urgent matter to attend to. Proceed to Exegol as planned. I will meet you all there.
Poe, Chewbacca, Finn, and the resistance fighters are running frantically through the bustling, now chaotic city of Bespin. They are fighting their way through newly appearing stormtroopers, having to take last-minute detours through public areas, causing panic among civilians. During the chaotic run, Finn is suddenly pushed back by a powerful unseen force, slamming him against the wall. He groans in pain, momentarily stunned. Poe turns back, ready to go help him. Before Poe can help, the door suddenly slams shut and locks. Poe tries to pry it open, but is forced to leave due to the pursuing stormtroopers. As Finn gets up from the violent force push, he suddenly sees Kylo Ren approaching.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for this. You will not leave this place alive.
Kylo Ren approaches Finn with a furious, determined walk, his red lightsaber humming menacingly. Finn quickly stands up firm and ignites his own lightsaber, matching Ren's fury and determinate resolve. Their lightsabers clash in a burst of sparks and light, and the highly anticipated duel begins. Poe, Chewbacca, and the few remaining resistance fighters are desperately running through the city. Blaster fire streaks past them as First Order stormtroopers relentlessly pursue them. The First Order forces are slowly but surely picking off the resistance fighters one by one. Meanwhile, Kylo Ren and Finn are locked in a furious duel. Their lightsabers clash violently.
No matter what you do, you will always be weak. Your quest to become a Jedi is futile.
If that's true, then you are a fool, and you don't really understand the Force. Infuriated by Finn's words, Kylo Ren continues to violently push against Finn's assault. Phasma, continuing to lead her squad, hunts down Poe and his cohorts. Her tactics are becoming increasingly ruthless, reflecting her growing annoyance and determination to capture him. She orders her troops to sweep areas more aggressively. Poe, Chewbacca, and only a few remaining resistance fighters manage to escape into an obscured dead-end alleyway of New Cloud City. They are now cornered. The lightsaber duel between Finn and Kylo continues. Kylo Ren is starting to show subtle signs of fatigue. Even though Finn notices this, he himself is also at a point of exhaustion. Guess I'm not as weak as you thought, am I, Supreme Leader?
If that were true, then why didn't Rey come back with you on Kefber?
The mention of Rey hits a raw nerve with Finn. His exhaustion vanishes, replaced by pure, blinding anger. With a cry of fury, he lunges at Kylo Ren, putting all his emotional weight into the attacks. Kylo Ren easily parries Finn's wild lunge, a snicker escaping his lips. He continues to mock Finn's emotional fragility over Rey, playing on his pain as they resume their intense combat. Poe, Chewbacca, and the remaining Resistance fighters are now completely trapped in a small dead-end alleyway. One of them finds a single small opening in a wall, just large enough for one person to squeeze through at a time, offering a desperate escape. As they hurriedly make their way through the opening, Poe's ears perk up. He hears the distinct sound of First Order troops approaching rapidly from the corridor outside. Poe and Chewbacca turn, standing their ground, their weapons raised. Suddenly, the stormtroopers burst into the alleyway, blasters firing immediately. A chaotic firefight erupts. As the odds begin to quickly stack against them, Chewbacca lets out a mighty roar, gesturing furiously for Poe to go through the opening. What? No, Chewie, I'm not going to leave you here. I don't care. We're getting through this together. With a sudden, powerful movement, Chewbacca shoves Poe back with immense force, sending him sprawling towards the small opening. Chewie then turns fully towards the wave of stormtroopers, unleashing a furious roar and begins to take them on single-handedly, a desperate, violent act to make sure his friends get away safely. As Chewbacca continues to ferociously handle the onslaught of stormtroopers coming down the alleyway, he is suddenly stopped by a single, precise blaster shot to his chest, and he falls to his knees. From behind the stormtroopers, Captain Phasma emerges, her chrome armor gleaming, blaster raised. She approaches the wounded Chewbacca, and without a word, fires several shots directly into his chest at point-blank range, ensuring his demise. Poe lets out a dreadful cry of pure anguish and horror as he watches his friend fall. Blaster fire from advancing stormtroopers forces him to flee through the small opening, tears streaming down his face as he leaves Chewbacca behind. Meanwhile, Kylo Ren continues to emotionally manipulate Finn as they fight, pressing his advantage with cruel words about Rey. He becomes overconfident, letting his guard down slightly. Seizing the split-second opportunity created by Kylo Ren's overconfidence, Finn unleashes a burst of raw tenacity and fury. His lightsaber moves with unexpected speed. With a powerful, decisive strike, he cuts off Kylo Ren's hand. Kylo Ren collapses back onto the ground, shocked and in disbelief. He clutches his severed right arm, his mask turning to look at the now severed limb. Finn stands over the now slumped Kylo Ren, his blue lightsaber humming menacingly, pointed directly at Kylo Ren's face. Kylo Ren reaches up to take off his helmet, revealing his terrifying Sith eyes. Finn hesitates and is off-put by the look he is given. Kylo Ren glares at Finn, a mixture of rage and cold contempt in his eyes before giving a sly smirk.
Luke Skywalker taught you well. Go ahead, finish it.
Finn hesitates, despite his anger towards Kylo Ren. An internal conflict of his own teachings and where he stands now clash. Kylo Ren seizes the opportunity of hesitation created by Finn. With his left hand, he unleashes a powerful force choke, lifting Finn into the air. As Finn struggles for breath, Kylo Ren's evil smirk widens, and he brutally pushes Finn off the ledge, sending him plummeting into the abyss of New Cloud City. As Finn falls uncontrollably, he manages to react just in time, extending his hand and using a raw, desperate force push against a nearby wall, slowing his descent just enough. His lightsaber blade scrapes against the structure as he crashes into a small, precarious scaffolding platform far below. Kylo Ren looks over the ledge for a moment, confirming Finn's fall. He then glances disdainfully at his severed hand, scuffs and turns to walk away. Finn, clearly in pain from the fall, musters the will to get up. He looks up at the distant ledge where he fell from, a frown of frustration and anger on his face. He slams his fist against the wall in impotent rage, then takes a breath, calming himself. His resolve renewed, he looks around for a way to get down from the platform. Poe and the remaining Resistance fighters find their way to the Millennium Falcon and quickly disembark. As the Resistance subtly flies to avoid detection, Finn sees the Millennium Falcon and ignites his lightsaber as a beacon. Poe notices the blue flashes and quickly dives down to scoop up Finn. A squadron of stormtroopers recognize the Millennium Falcon and call in an airstrike. As Finn sits down, he realizes that Chewbacca is not on board. Upon asking where he is, one of the Resistance fighters gives him a somber look and shakes his head. Finn is absolutely torn over the news. Almost immediately as they break through Bespin's atmosphere, the Resistance is engaged by several First Order TIE fighters who relentlessly pursue them into space, firing furiously. Poe expertly weaves and dodges the TIE fighters, pushing the Falcon to its absolute limits. He engages the hyperdrive at the last possible moment, and they narrowly escape into hyperspace, leaving the TIEs behind. Back on Bespin, Phasma is furious, slamming her fist against the console as the Falcon vanishes.
He escaped me again! Oh, calm yourself, darling. Your brother is an excellent pilot, but he's not a genius like you.
Everything is okay, Phasma. The Sith Eternal are now aware the Resistance is seeking to go to Exegol. They will pass this knowledge on over to the First Order. They are prepared to deal with them. In another part of the galaxy, a small Resistance transport ship carrying Luke, Leia, and a small rescue force streaks through space towards the vibrant, arid planet of Zygeria. As they approach the planet, holographic displays reveal a grim truth. The Zygerians are actively revamping their slave trade. Images of captives flash across the screens. Luke and Leia exchange grave, determined looks. They decide to help liberate the slaves as well as rescue Lando. Upon finding the facility where Lando is being held, Luke deliberately gets captured, allowing Zygerian guards to quickly apprehend him. Leia and the rest of the rescue squad are hidden, yet moving stealthily, observing from a distance and following subtly. Luke is roughly thrown into a grimy, energy-barred prison cell. Inside, he finds a relieved Lando Calrissian and the other captives.
Luke!
Boy, am I glad to see you.
Don't worry, Lando. We're gonna get out of here soon.
Elsewhere, in a more lavish part of the facility, Rey is wrapping up negotiations with a smug Zygerian slave trader. Papers are signed, indicating that her mission is a success. Suddenly, Rey's expression shifts. Her eyes widen as she senses Luke's powerful presence through the Force. Her composure is momentarily shaken.
Is everything all right?
Yes. My master will be pleased. Thank you for your cooperation with the First Order.
Rey gives a respectful parting gesture before departing. As she gains distance from the slave traders, her expression becomes serious and she begins to move with haste. Outside, Leia and her rescue team are getting into position to raid the facility. Suddenly, Leia's expression changes, her eyes narrowing as she feels Rey's powerful presence inside the facility. Leia quickly turns to her squad.
Hold your positions. Wait for my order to attack. Stand by on the comms.
Leia proceeds to head towards the facility alone. Back in the prison block, Luke is patiently waiting. He suddenly senses a familiar yet unsettling feeling. As he looks up towards the corridor entrance, his eyes meet Rey's. Lando and the other captives watch, concerned and confused, as Rey appears before Luke.
You don't look very happy to see me.
I could say the same about you.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Can you just answer the question?
You've grown strong, Ray. Stronger than I could have possibly imagined.
I didn't mean to hurt Finn. It just happened.
He doesn't resent you for it. And nor do I. We both forgive you for what happened.
How can you forgive me so easily after what I did?
Ray, Finn loves you. He loves you unconditionally. He will never stop seeing the good within you. And I know, deep down, you are not a bad person.
Ray looks down in shame. She had indeed become strong, but had seemingly lost her way in the process. Suddenly, a lightsaber begins to cut through one of the prison walls. Ray, startled, ignites her lightsaber off pure instinct. Her eyes widen as she sees Leia step through the gaping hole created by her lightsaber. Her defenses instantly vanish, and she drops her guard. Lando and the other captives are absolutely relieved to see Leia come through. Rey stares at Leia with a regretful and soft expression. Leia approaches her, her face filled with gentle and loving forgiveness. With open arms, Leia embraces Rey. Small tears roll down Leia's cheek as Rey, with a quiet sob, falls into her arms as they embrace each other tightly. Luke smiles softly at the profound moment. Hey, I don't mean to interrupt your moment, but we're still all imprisoned here. With a slight chuckle, Leia lets go of Rey, giving her a soft, understanding expression. She then quickly proceeds to unlock the prison cell holding Lando and his crew. Simultaneously, Luke uses the Force to gently unlock his own cell, walking over towards Rey and placing a reassuring hand on her shoulder. Suddenly, a Zagarian guard on patrol discovers the group. Luke quickly uses Force persuasion to buy more time for their hushed escape. As the Resistance fighters take the opportunity to leave, Luke quickly turns to Rey. His expression becomes serious, yet compassionate.
Rey, I won't try to convince you to come with us, but I will tell you this. You are free to forge and walk your own path, but with freedom comes the responsibility of choice. If you blindly follow orders, you are no different than the slaves being held here.
Rey gives Luke a bewildered, thoughtful expression. He gives her a quick, light-hearted smirk before running off with the rest of the Resistance fighters. Rey stands still in the now quiet corridor, looking down at the ground with an intense yet confused gaze, processing Luke's powerful words. As Luke, Leia, and Lando run through the facility with their rescue team, they begin freeing as many slaves as they can. The Zygerians take notice of their widespread presence. Alarms begin to go off. Many of the freed slaves, mostly Twi'leks, cheer as they are released. The Resistance force, now burdened with the rescued slaves, gets pinned down for a moment by a surge of Zygerian guards. Suddenly, Rey interferes. She bursts onto the scene. With her scarlet saber staff ignited, she faces Luke, Leia, and Lando with a determined look. Suddenly, she unleashes a force push towards the Zygerian guards and yells at Luke, Leia, and Lando to go. Luke and Leia, despite their desire to go and help Rey, are physically pulled away by Lando and other Resistance fighters, prioritizing their escape and the escape of the slaves. As the Resistance rescue team escapes, Rey single-handedly continues to fight with incredible ferocity, taking down the entire facility's remaining guards and ensuring all the slaves are freed. She then watches as the Resistance ship that Luke and Leia approached with leaves the planet. Rey then takes a deep breath of relief. her expression now calm and resolved. She knows what she did was right. She calmly retracts her lightsabers and walks towards her ship, the Zygerian facility now silent and broken behind her. As Rey leaves the planet, her face suddenly becomes somber. She realizes that there will be significant consequences for her actions, having defied Kylo Ren's orders and aided the Resistance.